there's actually something that a lot of us don't think about: buying clubs, right? Now, I'm not saying this in a bad way, but most of us, we've not got disposable budgets as much as we'd like. So, one thing to take into consideration when buying clubs is your budget, obviously, but then market values and trade-in values, because depending on what manufacturer you go to, I'll give you examples, right? Ping, they hold their value big time. So you can buy a set, hold on to them for 3 or 4 years, trade them back in or sell them privately, and near enough recoup your money on them. You'll, you know, they just hold their value, mainly because of the materials Ping make their clubs out of. Very, very durable, especially the stainless steel sets, right? Another brand that holds their value incredibly well and is still sought after. I don't know how long this will last for, but obviously PXG. But man, you need to pay like 2 grand for a set of irons in some cases. And trade in value wise, though, you know, you might lose half your money, but then if how long have you used the clubs for? If you can have them for a year and a half or 2 years, you might see that as I don't know. I still think they're overpriced though. And then you've got other manufacturers like Titleist. Again, same idea, hold their value. Now, Callaway are an odd one. Callaway drivers hold their value big time, but their irons tend to drop away a bit, which is strange. TaylorMade are the same. TaylorMade drivers hold their value and the irons can drop, but really good TaylorMade irons again hold their value. So it's something you want to look at, because if you're canny, you can invest in a set and actually not lose that much money over the term of the set. Um, Things might change. You might have to get refit for clubs if you're going through swing changes, things like that, or you might just get bored of them. So something we should all think about, because definitely, like, some brands just don't hold the value at all, and you get absolutely nothing back for trying to trade them in. And there's not that great a second-hand market for them either, like demand-wise. Alright, how y'all doing? Right, as we continuation on to that first video, pitfalls of eBay, things that really annoy me that happen a lot. If you've been on eBay and you've tried this yourself, I'm going to show you a trick. It's really annoying though, because it's called sniping, but there's an issue with it. I'll show you. So you go into filter, press filter, sort, go from click best match, and then go to ending soonest, right? So hit ending soonest, and then just show results. You can see here everything populates in. It's basically options. So there you go, there's one that's £86. You can check that out right now. It's got just about 2 minutes, so you can see what kind of clubs are in there. Maybe an Odyssey, Titleist, Ping driver, Mizuno irons. They look in pretty good condition. The thing is, you don't have much time. Odyssey white hot, but obviously if you got those for £86, that would be an incredible buy. So you've got 1 minute, buy it now, reserve not met, so that isn't going to sell. But if we go back one, we can go in, and if you haven't got a reserve set, then possibly you could snipe a bargain, right? So there's one there. Scotty Cameron Studio, let's have a look. it's maybe got a reserve set and maybe doesn't. It's sitting at £44. Now it's only a head cover, tripping on the light, fantastic. So we'll no wait going for that. But you can see if you go through here, I mean that's just bonkers. £100 for a Karsten Ping Pal, worth about 25 quid if you're lucky. Some of these are quite expensive, but eventually you will find one that kind of is quite cheap. But here's the issue with it. So there's one there, 3 iron TMB, which is basically kind of like a hybrid, good for off the tee. Now, if you were to place a bid on this and say you won it at £50 and £51 plus postage, under 60 quid for one of these, that would be a bargain. But here's the problem with eBay. You would win the item, not to say this seller would definitely do this, but you win the item, you send the money, they just cancel the transaction and refund you the money and don't send you the club because they ain't going to let it sell for £59, even though they haven't got a reserve and they should sell it if it sells. But a lot of people just go, nah, I'm no selling it. Like there's a set of, right, there's a classic. Now I think these are left-handed, so no, they're right-handed. And they're in reasonable condition. TPR7 set, quite well, not as sought after, and they've got a bit of wear in the faces, not too bad, that's really the wedge. So here's a classic example now, these are sitting at £62, 6 bids. But you can experiment with this option, but you're not guaranteed for the seller to actually sell you the item. It's quite annoying. I've had it happen to me over the last 3 days 3 times, and they just refuse to sell or send the item out. Pretty much give you a refund straight away, cancel the transaction as soon as you buy it actually, because they realise, oh, I'm not going to sell it for that. That's the thing about auctions, you win some you lose some, but I don't know what eBay does if you constantly do this. Like, you know, you come up with a feeble excuse. Like the excuse I got was wrong postal address. No, that's my listed postal address when I bought the club. So people are just like, you know, like, nah, I'm no selling it for that. Nah. But you've let the thing run in an auction, so you should sell them, no? But no, they don't do it. Let's have a look at these irons. They look similar to the ones I've got. I don't think they are though. Plus parallax. Yeah, different than the ones I've got. And I wouldn't say they're not a good set. Yeah, even though they've got the tri-gold shafts. What are they sitting at? Starting bid or best offer. I mean, that seems like they're a bit high. You might add here that golf equipment is going through the roof on eBay. Why is that? Because people think they can cane in the value because golf's about to start up again. And that's another thing that eBay is very bad for. That's where Cash for Clubs is more stable because they don't bump the prices up. They keep them at a good price. eBay's too fluctuating all the time, and it can be annoying, but that's the most annoying thing about eBay. Winning something in an auction and then the person refunding you the money and just not sending it, or worse than that, they take your money, sit on your money for 2 weeks, and you go, oh, the item's never arrived, and then they give you a refund because they never sent the item. They didn't have any intention to send the item. You'll never get that with Cash for Clubs. DPD, next day delivery, and the prices are always, you could check that now. We could go and check this right now. Look, 110 quid for an XR16. It's not got any fancy shaft, and it's 10.5. I mean, it's not even that great a shaft, and it's an R Flex. Honestly, you could get one at Cash for Clubs, exact same money, probably a bit less. So that's my gripe for the day. Because eBay sometimes does you nothing. Like, for example, if you were to put a bid on that, wait, till like 2 minutes to go, and you want it at 85 quid, like I say, there's no guarantee the guy would even send you it, which is really annoying. I don't know what eBay do about this, but maybe the seller's okay, 100% positive feedback. I left negative feedback for the guy because he was like, he took it and then he refunded it straight away and went, oops, I'm not sending you that. Well, so I left negative feedback. But anyway, that's my gripe. And remember, the channel's for charity, so for goodness sakes, give us some love, bendy thumb love, and also a subscribe to the channel. All the ad revenue is going to Macmillan, Help the Heroes, and Shelter UK, all for charity here. Ding ding, the notification bell.